What is going on, guys? Welcome back. T-Dub Gaming here, and we are starting our second video. We're going over where we think everybody in the MLB is going to end up, how all the teams are going to do, who's going to end up in the playoffs, and then in our last video we'll go over how I think the playoffs are going to shape out. Yeah, it's way too early to predict all this, but we're going to give it a shot. So if you would, hit that like button on this video if you like it, and then leave a comment. Let me know. Tell me I'm an idiot. Tell me I'm smart. However you think. If I got your favorite team getting the least amount of wins this year, let me know. Tell me I'm an idiot. If you think I'm right, let me know. Support me. Whatever you do, but make sure you hit that subscribe button. You can also follow me on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything like that. I stream MLB. I stream Madden sometimes. And hopefully this year I'm going to do a little 2K, so make sure to come check me out, guys. So next we're going to go ahead and look at the American League Central Division. And along with Baltimore, I mean, every division's got them. But I just don't think that some of these teams did enough this offseason to make any moves. Now, I don't know a lot about their up-and-coming players, so maybe they do have a few players that are going to come up in the next few years, and then that's when they'll turn things around. But this year, I got them in dead last. I got them 49 and 113 losses. They didn't do pretty much anything. I think probably the biggest people they got was Jonathan Scoop and C.J. Cron, both 1-year deals. So I really just don't see those guys. I mean, Cron was pretty good for the Twins, hit a lot of home runs and RBIs, but I don't know if Detroit's going to have enough people on base for those to matter for him to get them wins. And I think that other teams in that division did get a lot better, and they will win more games. So I do see Detroit being one of the worst, if not the worst team in the MLB this year. I don't see Kansas City as a real bad team. I think they're a very good team. They got a lot of younger guys. They didn't have it all last year, and their pitching from their bullpen and their starters is just not where it is. They didn't go out and get it. I think they have a tremendous young core. Whit Merrifield and Medeski are two of my favorite guys to watch, and Soler. I think they got a lot of good hitters, and they can produce runs when they need to, but they're pitching. They just give up runs. They lose games. And then I also think their division is very difficult to win in with the Twins and the Indians, White Sox. They're all very good teams. So I just don't see the Royals improving that much. 68-94, so definitely not a winning season, but if they can get some pitching in the next couple of years and they can get a couple of big hitters, I think they have a really good chance to improve. But just for this year, I don't really see them doing much, coming in 4th place in their division. So the Cleveland Indians are a very weird team. I think a lot of people have them, they could win the division. A lot of people have them in 2nd. For me, I have them at 3rd. I think with losing Corey Kluber, their pitching is going to go down this year. I don't know if they'll have it like they have the last few years. They did get DeShields, who I'm a pretty big fan of. But with the rumors flying with Lindor maybe getting traded, maybe not, I think there's going to be a lot of tension in that ball club, and I think they're going to drop down quite a bit. They proved it last year. They weren't as good as they have been the last 3 or 4 years, so they did fall back a little bit, and I think they're going to continue to fall back. And I even really do believe that Lindor is gone. I think he's getting traded. Now I don't know if it'll be before the season actually starts, if it'll be a month into the season, or right at All-Star break. I'm not really sure, but I think he does get traded eventually. Probably not in the American League, probably goes to a National League team. Somebody that is in the hunt and just needs a leadoff hitter. I don't know, but somebody that needs him to go there and play. I just see the Indians coming in 3rd, where a lot of people do have them 2nd and 4th. One of the teams that I think was very, very active this offseason is the Chicago White Sox, and I have them coming in 2nd. I think a lot of these moves are going to pay off for them. Left-handed pitcher Gio Gonzalez, I think, is a really good one to have in the pen. They went out and they got Keuchel for a couple of years. I think that's going to help them out tremendously. I think one of their bigger issues last year was they didn't quite have the pitching and I think they lost a lot of games that were very winnable had they not given up so many runs. I think they scored runs. I think Tim Anderson and Makata are two of the best young players in the game, and they're going to put up numbers every week. So they just needed some pitching. They got Keuchel that's going to help them off. McCann coming in there, and he's going to be there probably just 1 year, help out some of the younger guys. I think that was a good move. And getting Grindal. 4-year contract for Grindal is awesome. I think he is one of the best catchers in the league, so that is going to help that team so much. They also brought in Edwin Encarnacion. I think that's good for him, staying in the American League as a DH. So I think he's going to do. I think he'll be very good for them with hitting the long ball in some of those situations that they needed. And I think that was a very good pickup. I think they did awesome in the offseason, and I think it pays off. And they're going to be very close to getting a wild card spot if they don't get it. So look for them for the next 3 or 4 years coming up. Pretty big. I do have Minnesota winning this division, and I believe a lot of people do. They won it last year, so I don't think it's going to be very difficult. They didn't make a lot of huge upgrades on their team, but they made some good ones here and there, so I think they just filled the roster nicely. Josh Donaldson being a huge upgrade that I think is going to really help them out. Donaldson's one of my favorite players to watch play, and I think he's just who they need. Not like they didn't hit enough home runs last year, but I do think he will help spark that plug this year and hit quite a few home runs again. And with Detroit and Kansas City not being the best of teams, and then Cleveland just falling off a lot, I think that Minnesota is going to get some wins from them, and they'll definitely win that division. I think it'll be pretty easy. I do think Chicago's got a chance to keep up with them for a while, but I really think that they'll just come out and win that division. So what do you think? Do you disagree with me? Do you agree with me? Do you think I'm way off? Am I sort of kind of right? Am I right there? Think it's going to be a good year for me? Am I going to get everybody right, even their win-loss total? Hopefully I do. Let me know in the comments what you actually think. And don't forget to hit that like button on this video and subscribe for me. Help me out there, get me over. I was over 100 at one point, kind of fell down. If you enjoy gaming videos, if you play a lot of MLB, Madden, 2K, stuff like that, you're definitely going to want to check me out. You're going to want to hang out and hit that sub button and turn notifications on so you know when I'm posting. If you have Twitter or Facebook and you want to come throw some wild ass comments at me, go ahead. I'm on there. I also have Instagram. So check me out on everything. But most importantly, if you do, make sure you hit those follow button, guys. Help me out. Help me grow. Come join the TDub family. And then finally, if you have Twitch and you want to hang out, I'm streaming most nights during the week. From about 9:30 p.m. Central till whenever I get tired and I decide to get off. So come hang out, and if you have Amazon Prime, don't forget you can subscribe to me on there. Help me out, earn some money. See you guys.